Chapter 1, A Promise to Keep. Sindhu understands others' difficulties well. She tries to help one of her classmates in a very unusual way. Read this story and find out what she does. You are not going to school without eating the chapatis, said Sindhu's mother. But I don't like chapatis, Mom. I like egg and toast for breakfast, Sindhu said. Can you make your daughter eat these chapatis? Said Sindhu's mother to her father. Then she went into the kitchen. Why don't you eat your breakfast? You are my darling, aren't you? Can't you see Mum is angry? Have at least one chapati, said her father. Okay, Dad, I will eat the chapatis if I eat these. Will you promise to agree to what I ask for? Sure, darling, that's a promise. They shook hands with each other. Ask Mum to make a promise too, Sindhu said. Her mother shook hands with her and muttered promise. Slowly and painfully, Sindhu finished eating the chapatis. Then she went to her father and said, Dad, I want to have my head shaved this Sunday. Her mother heard her. Nonsense, said she angrily. You are a girl. You can't do that. Darling, why don't you ask for something else? I can't see you without your hair, said her father. No, Dad, I don't want anything else, Sindhu said firmly. You have always told me to be truthful and to keep my promises. Now, why are you not keeping your promise? I think Sindhu is absolutely right. We must keep our promises, said her father. There was a smile on Sindhu's face. Are you going to let her have her head shaved? Asked her mother. Yes, we must keep our promise. Then she will learn to keep her promises. Sindhu, your wish will come true this Sunday. On Monday morning, Sindhu's father dropped her at school. As she was walking into the school, a boy stepped out of a car and shouted, Sindhu, wait for me. Just then, a lady stepped out of the same car. She walked up to Sindhu's father and said, Your daughter is a wonderful girl. She continued, That's my son Harish. He is suffering from cancer. He missed his classes for over a month. He lost all his hair because of the treatment. He did not want to come back to school. He feared that his classmates would make fun of him. Sindhu came to our house last week. She told him, Don't worry, I will take care of it. But I never imagined that she would shave off her lovely hair for the sake of my son. Your daughter is a noble girl. Sindhu's father couldn't say a word. Poem, special brother. My brother's in a wheelchair. He needs help getting dressed, and he can't jump or run, and he can't tie his shoes, but I can throw a ball to him. Mommy told me it's called special to catch and we have fun. When a child is born that way, he can't do a lot of things. I said I could have told her that other kids can do. My brother's special every day. Chapter 2, A Payment for Smelling. What if your neighbor asks you to pay him for enjoying the beauty of his garden? Pablo, 10-year-old boy, is in a similar situation. Should he pay or not? How does the judge solve the issue? Read this play and find out. Characters: Manuel Abbecker, Pablo, a 10-year-old boy and Manuel's neighbor. Anna, Pablo's mother. Judge. People sitting in the court. Scene 1. Anna's house. Pablo is sitting on a chair, looking very worried. Anna, sitting on a chair and knitting, notices the worry on Pablo's face. Anna, why do you look so upset? Are you okay? Pablo, Manuel wants me to pay for smelling his cakes and pies. Anna, pay for smelling his cakes and pies? Come on, you must be joking. Pablo, no mom, I'm not. He really wants me to pay for it. Anna, that's ridiculous. What if you don't pay? Pablo, he says he will take me to court. Anna, let him do it. We will see him in court. Scene 2. Later in the court, Judge, quiet everyone. I am ready to hear Manuel against Pablo, his neighbor. Let me first hear Manuel. Tell me your story, Manuel. This boy comes and stands outside my bakery every day. Judge, is there anything wrong in that? Does he block others' way? Manuel, no, Your Honor. Judge, then what's the problem? Manuel, he stands there looking at my cakes and pies and enjoys the smell. Judge, does that worry you? Manuel, it does, Your Honor. I wake up early in the morning and work hard for 3 hours to make the cakes and pies. Judge, what has that to do with the payment? Manuel, and this little one gets up in the morning after a good night's sleep and stands outside my bakery and enjoys the smell. He must pay for it. Judge, alright, so you want Pablo to pay for smelling your cakes and pies, right? Manuel, yes, Your Honor. Judge, Manuel, you may now sit down. I will now hear. Pablo stands up. Pablo, is it true that you always stand outside Manuel's bakery and smell his cakes and pies? Pablo, yes, Your Honor. Not only I, but everyone who passes by enjoys the smell. Judge, so you admit that you smell his cakes and pies? Pablo, the smell is really wonderful. I can't help it. Judge, have you ever thought of paying Manuel for the smell? Pablo, no, Your Honor. I can't believe that I should pay for smelling the scent in the air. Judge, you must pay for it. He shows him a small steel pot. You must pay for gold coins for enjoying the smell from Manuel's bakery. You may now drop 4 gold coins into this pot. People, 4 gold coins for smelling. This is unbelievable. Pablo walks up to the judge and drops 4 coins into the pot. Manuel, thank you, Your Honor. I knew you would take the right decision. Can I have my money now? Judge, not so fast. The judge takes the pot and shakes it. Can you hear the jingle of the coins inside? Manuel, looking very happy and carefully. Yes, Your Honor. I can't wait anymore. Judge, do you enjoy the jingle of the coins, Manuel? Manuel, indeed, Your Honor. Judge, Pablo has enjoyed the smell of your cakes and pies, and you have enjoyed the jingle of his money. You have got your payment now, Pablo. Here's your money. You can take it back, Pablo. Thank you very much, Your Honor. Judge, the case is dismissed. Chapter 3. The Honest Driver. Have you ever kept things that did not belong to you? Read the story to find out why it is important to return other people's things. Anjali returned home in an auto rickshaw from the market. She had gone there to buy some apples. Suddenly, she discovered that her black leather purse was missing. It has Rs 900 in cash and the duplicate keys to her apartment. Anjali rushed back to the fruit seller. "What happened, madam?" asked the fruit seller. "I'm looking for my purse," she said. "Did I leave my purse here?" she asked. "No," was the quick reply. "Maybe I forgot it in the auto rickshaw," she said to herself. Then she remembered something that had happened 4 months earlier. She had forgotten a bag with some gold jewelry and cash in a rickshaw. She never saw it again. She went back home disappointed. 2 hours later, the doorbell rang. Anjali opened the door. It was the auto rickshaw driver. He held out a black purse and said, "Madam, I have come to return your purse. I found your addresses. I found your address inside your purse." Anjali had a bright smile on her face. She took the purse from him, quickly pulled out 300 rupees notes and held them out to the driver. "Thank you very much. God bless you," she said. The driver shook his hand and said, "No, madam, I can't take this. My father always told me never take anything that passengers forget in your rickshaw. Try and find them and return their things." He quietly walked away. Poem. Today I had a rotten day. Today I had a rotten day. As I was coming in from play, I accidentally stubbed my toes and tripped and fell and whacked my nose. I chipped a tooth, I cut my lip, I scraped my knee, I hurt my hip, I pulled my shoulder, tweaked my car, and got a bruise upon my rear. I banged my elbow, barked my shin. A welt is forming on my chin. My pencil poked me in the thigh. I got an eyelash in my eye. I sprained my back. I wrenched my neck. I'm feeling like a total wreck. So that's the last time I refuse when teacher says to tie my shoes. Just as parents take care of their children and protect them from all dangers, animals also protect their young ones. Read this story to find out one such incident. One day, an elephant and her baby were walking in a forest. "Mum, it's a very hot day. I'm thirsty," said the baby elephant. "Indeed, it's very hot. Let's go to the river and drink some water," said the mother. The two walked to the river. They started drinking water from the river. Suddenly, the mother saw something moving under the water. Before she could see it clearly, a crocodile leapt out of the water. It attacked the mother elephant and caught hold of her trunk. The baby elephant got scared. She knew that her mother was in danger. She went and hid herself behind her mum. The crocodile began to pull the mother elephant's trunk, but the mother used all her strength and began to pull the crocodile out of the water. She dragged the crocodile out of the water, but the crocodile would not let go of the mother's trunk. The mother continued dragging the crocodile away from the water. Finally, she managed to make herself free. But suddenly, the baby elephant tripped and fell on the crocodile. Luckily, the baby elephant quickly got up and ran away. Before the crocodile could catch it, both the mother and the baby ran away and saved themselves. Chapter 5. Willy Worm. Here is the story of a worm who is not happy with his life. Read the story and find out why he is unhappy. Willy Worm lived in an apple tree. His family was very happy. They laugh and wiggle, dance and scream. But Willy was not a happy worm. Every night, Willy Worm would dream of chocolate cake and vanilla ice cream. But in the morning, he would hear, "Calm down and eat your apple, dear." He hated apples. Apples for breakfast, apple for lunch, apples for dinner. Can I have something else? Maybe a big pot of roast or some stew. His mother said, "My son, just eat your food and don't talk back." Willy Worm did not feel like eating any more apples. He dressed up in his Sunday suit and said, "I'm tired of eating fruit. I want some meat." So he went to a restaurant. Willy entered the restaurant and found a seat for himself. Then he ordered a grand meal. They brought his food. Oh, what a sight it was! He thought the fries were done just right. When he finished, he said, "I think I will try a great big piece of that hot pie." He found the crust very crispy and nice. It was really tasty. As he was taking the last bite, he asked the waiter, "Wow, what's inside this delightful stuff?" The manager came by to say, "Fresh apples. I picked them just today." "You just ate an apple pie?" Willie said. "How can that be? You must be kidding. I eat raw apples for every meal. They taste yuck, but in a pie, they are great. Wow, do you think you can teach me how to make an apple pie?" The manager led him to the kitchen. Willie watched the cook make an apple pie. "Thank you so much. I think I too can make one now," he said as he left the restaurant. He went straight to the apple tree with a bag of dough and a recipe. That's when his mom spotted him. "Where were you, my dear? Good to see you back. Would you like to have an apple for a snack?" "No thanks," said Willie with a smile. "Mom, can I use the kitchen for a while?" He did not wait for an answer. He went straight in and baked a pie. His family said, "Hey, this is wonderful. We are tired of raw apples too. You are the world's first baker worm."